Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a short ad hoc tutorial on recovering from a grub error. If you've not seen here before, here you'll find videos, PDF notes, VirtualBox appliances you can download. You can email me here. Subscribe to my channel, like and comment on the videos. These are the ad hoc ones I'm doing, and on Friday of this week I'll be posting the next installment of my Linux command line for beginners and Windows users, which excitingly is the basics of Vim. So if you've always wanted to know how to use Vim or Vi, come have a look at that. Today we're doing recovering from a grub error using VirtualBox. Now the first thing to do if you are using VirtualBox is to make sure that you've got a snapshot of your VM, and then if you screw it up you can go back to the snapshot. You can take a snapshot by clicking here. There are the details. I actually had snapshots up. Clicking here and going snapshots, that will take me a new snapshot. You can also restore snapshots there and delete snapshots. So I've got a snapshot. I'm in Mint here. This is running, and to get a boot error, very easy, grub error, I'm just going to remove grub.config. If you don't want to remove it, if you're worried about removing things, what you do instead is you rename it. So grub.cfg. Mind you, I might not be able to get back in again to name it back again, but you never know. We will do. So I'm going to change that and call it boot. I should have changed directories. Never mind. I'm going to call it grub. .cfg. I wouldn't normally do it this way. Never mind. .save. There we go. Don't forget, when you're doing this sort of thing, Control and A takes me back to the beginning of the line. You have to use sudo because you don't have permissions to do things like that. Password. This virtual machine will be available to download from my classroom on the ice drive soon. It's probably up there now. If you want to use it, you log in as me, and the password is KDM123. I'll be posting that. Alright, it's done. Now if I do another ls grub, let's call that. Now what we do now is reboot. Well, what the easiest way is shut it down, reboot it, or you can use it doing sudo. Don't do this if other people are sharing the machine, obviously. But that will reboot, sudo reboot, and hopefully we'll get a grub config error. There we go. Can't find the grub. So when this comes up, horrors, what do you do next? Well, you power off the machine, and for real you would load the ISO SuperGrub. Here we're going to load it in this VM. Now it is annoying the way they've done this. You used to be able to see the details, but now you have to go there, choose details, choose storage, and into the empty sort of DVD drive is you put R. We choose this file, and in my user I have an ISO folder. In the folder I have got, along with Anarchy, which you can use to install Arch, which is my next post I think. I've also got gparted and SuperGrub. I put a Z on the end so that these would appear at the bottom of the list. So I want SuperGrub. Okay, and then start. If you haven't seen this, if you right click on there you can create a shortcut on the desktop, and then you don't need that open when you're using it. You can just run from the desktop, and that should boot. Goes. Now what you do now is I haven't tried any of the other options on there. You try detect and show boot methods. So you press return there, and it will go around the disk and see what it can find. And what it's found is that we've got Linux on here, so I can get it to boot from my Linux kernel by going down there and pressing return. If you've got multiple versions of Linux, or Linux and Windows, it should detect them all and you can boot which one you like. So it's now booting into Linux. Don't worry when it comes up with a prompt like that, because it will go on. Well, even if it doesn't, we could get in and fix it there. Last time I did this, it went on and into Windows. There it goes. Or into X Windows. So we log in. And now we need to put it back again. Now there's a file in the ad hoc folder on the ice drive. I hope you'd have the sound on. Just turn it off. Just bear with me a minute. Let's go back here. No, we're not doing that. There we go. In the classroom on the ice drive, in the ad hoc folder, there's install and configure mint.pdf. If you open that, and oh, this is a new installation. I haven't configured this yet. This is events. I don't want no mouse, and I want a dark theme. So what you do is you go to preferences. No, you don't. It's easier than that. Ah, I know what it is. This isn't events. This is whatever it's using on here, which I don't really like. Never mind, it'll do. So, down here, this is how you recreate the grub. To install the grub, you run that command. So we should be able to copy that and paste it into terminal in the VM. Over here. Ignore that for the moment. Open that. And paste in here. So what you're doing is grub install. The root directory is root, and you're putting it on /dev/sda. Well, this is a virtual machine, so it's only got one disk. I'll need the password. And then when you've done that, don't forget to do an update grub, otherwise it won't do anything. So you do sudo update grub. There we go, and we reboot again. And hopefully this time it'll come up for real. Ah, now, keep making this mistake. Got to take the disk out, haven't we? So shut it down, power it off, go back into VirtualBox. Over here, go to storage, sorry, over here, take the disk out. Move the disk. There we go, OK. And then start. We'll use the icon on the desktop. Those things you can close if you want them. And we're back in. Bingo. I've also used this to recover when I got messages saying no bootable hard drive, but I knew that Linux was on the hard drive somewhere. So I did the same thing. I used the SuperGrub.iso in the same way, got back in and recreated the grub config. There we are, we're back in again, we're done. I think that's the shortest video I've done. That's the end. How to recover from a grub error. If we go back here, whoops, can't go anywhere with the mouse in there. Okay, like I said, on Friday I'm doing Vim Basics. I hope to post it on Friday. Help me out, help my YouTube channel grow. Still pleading with this. Please subscribe, like and comment on the videos. Do recommend and share these things on Facebook. It's all free. If you've got any questions, feedback, suggestions, you must have some feedback or questions, someone. It can't be that good. Reach me via email, and if you'd like to contribute to what I'm doing, buy me a cheap coffee for $1. And that's the end. So until next time, bye bye.